Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 56 of my Gateway Experience. Thank you for tuning in to my channel and this video. The purpose of these videos is to document my journey through the Monroe Institute's Gateway Experience. The Gateway Experience is a series of 6 waves with 6 tapes in each wave. I am currently on the second wave, and I'm currently on the second tape called Problem Solving. Now, the purpose of the Monroe Institute's Gateway Experience is self-mastery and self-discovery and self-exploration. Now, we know that to know the self is to know the universe, and so to explore the self is also to explore the universe. And so both are completely possible options through this practice. And if you haven't seen any of my other videos, go ahead and check those out, because if you couldn't tell already, this experience just builds upon itself, and we are 56 episodes into it. It's my 3rd time doing the problem solving tape, and I'm doing each tape for about 10 times, 10 episodes each. So let's get right into it. Right now is October 19th, 10:09 a.m. It is a Wednesday, and the year is 2022. Last night we went to sleep at 11 a.m., and this morning we woke up at 8:30. So, did I say 11 a.m.? 11 p.m. Whatever. We woke up at 8:30 a.m. So, yeah, it was I got plenty of sleep. I want to really start cutting back on sleep, but I don't know, my body just feels like it really needs a lot of sleep, mainly my brain. I find myself forgetting to do certain things when I'm not sleeping so much, but that's just because I'm holding myself accountable. If I had other people to hold me accountable, like I did before, it wouldn't be a problem to not get much sleep. But moving on, when I woke up, I did my morning routine, even though it was a little late, it's no problem. And then it felt really, really good. It felt really good to do the tape. I was completely aware and awake the entire time. I've got this Kangen water here. It's alkaline water. And I've been really focusing on, I cleaned my bottle, because sometimes you get some mineral buildup on it, like calcium, mostly because of all the stuff that they put in our water. And I put a lot of intention into basically focusing on it and cleaning my machine, and I did all that. So the water that's coming out is much higher quality. And I felt really good. I felt very awake and alert and aware, and I got plenty of sleep last night as well. So when I did my practice, I presented the same type of problem. And the solution that came back, it had different facets to it, or different levels to it. Okay, so I'm going to start getting into it right now, basically. So the problem that I propose is, how would I make $3 more a day in passive income? Now, I know how to do that in active income. I've got, I know exactly what I need to do. But really what I want to do is make it passive. Now, in order to do that is, first I'll kind of describe the experience a little bit, so just to kind of get a runway here. The experience, we do our pre-preparation process at the beginning, then we go into Focus 10, then we go into Focus 12. And Focus 12 is a state where we know that we are more than our physical body, and we feel it and we experience it as we are in an awareness that is even above the physical realm. And so with that perspective in mind, we can, I lost my train of thought because of that ding. But basically, we can tap into there it is again, I got it back. So we can tap into our infinite potential, infinite creative potential from our total self. And that is what Monroe calls it, but I've called it, just because of how I read about it in books, it's called the subconscious mind, also the superconscious mind, and it's where our dreams come from. And so tapping into that, we can really answer any questions questions that we might have. We can propose a problem into our field of awareness. As long as we're not being consumed by all these other worries, anxieties, and concerns, we can give our attention to that and come up with plenty of great solutions. So the solutions that I came up with today after proposing that problem of how do I make $300 a day, well, I first thought, okay, that could be $300 a day active income, but really I want to make it passively. And so I know how to do it actively, but how would I go about doing it passively? And I made a video on my YouTube channel about the website that I want to create. And I thought, okay, that's going to take time and obviously energy and effort and bandwidth to get that up and running. But once it's up and running, it's up and running. It won't take very much. So what I'm talking about right now is momentum. Because once I spend the enough time and energy, and if you don't know, the formula for momentum is, I believe it is force is F equals MA, and then P equals M over V. So it's kind of like a little heart. I thought that was really funny how, you put M and then you put V under it. So it's mass over velocity, I believe. I'm going to have to do a quick check on that right now, just so I'm not recording and giving out false information. I've looked at it before, but I just want to correct myself and refresh on it because I haven't looked at it in a while. For momentum. Yes, it's not M over V. I think that's another one. It's M times V, and that's mass times velocity. Yeah, I knew it sounded a little weird why you would divide by velocity, but yeah, so momentum is mass times velocity. And right, so if we have more mass and we're going at a faster, a greater velocity, then we can have more momentum. When you multiply the two, obviously the higher the coefficient for those multiplications, then the higher the outcome will be for the momentum. And so what is it now? If I was to break it down so we can build it back up to create a website, it would require the knowledge of how to do it would be the mass. And obviously the velocity would be how fast and how much momentum you've accumulated with that knowledge and how much repetitions and practice you've done of doing that to be able to have that momentum when it comes to creating a website. Now, I haven't made a website in a long time. It's been a while, so my momentum is very low. But once I create it, and if I just have to keep looking at it consistently and keep maintaining it, and I think I have enough time during the day to do that. I don't think it should be a problem. Once I spend the initial amount of energy and focus to get it up and running and to break away from the gravity of all the other things that I'm doing, then it shouldn't be a problem. So getting that up, and then that's one level that I could go through. Or instead of, since I don't have much momentum in either one right now, I could choose, it's like a road, which road am I going to go down? I could do that, and then it'll take longer. Once it's up and running, I can just add on certain things further down the road. Or since I haven't started yet, I could go down a different path and basically use somebody else's momentum to springboard myself faster towards already putting things on the website. So I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to go through like WordPress. I want to just make it from scratch. I don't have a problem doing that. It takes a little bit more time and effort and energy, but I want to own it, because what happens then later on is, and I don't think these services are bad, but I just don't want to be dependent. This is what this is all about. This gateway experience is about being independent, as we see here in the, I should have muted that, but as we see here in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, I just want to be independent. And yes, it comes by being dependent at first, and I will be dependent on the information that is all readily available on the internet. But why would I, give away my long-term independence to somebody else by not even taking in the information of how to make it happen and everything else? So that's my thoughts on that. And then so that kind of brings me to my other point of like, hey, why even trade these smaller things of, like I've got this Harry Potter house that we bought super cheap and we're looking to sell it. We got this hand sanitizer that we got for free here. We've got a cornhole or bean bag toss over here. And we're looking to sell these things online, and we got them super cheap, so we're going to make a little bit of profit there. So why do that? We've got a discount. Why focus even on these smaller things? Why not just go out and try to buy a house, like at a discount, and then sell it at a profit? Why not just build up the momentum in that avenue and be more focused? And my answer to that is, why would I, when it would take longer and it would be a bigger risk? Because what happens if I can't buy it at a discount? Then it becomes a problem. So these are all the things that I came up with in my 30-minute practice this morning. And obviously, when you come up with a solution, you also face certain problems. But yeah, so I'm bringing all this back from the Focus 12 realm to the physical realm. We can see how I would much rather just take my time and be patient with it. Because over the long run, I think that's the correct decision. A lot of the times, what has happened in my life is I try to take the shortcut, and then there's like a pit with a bunch of spikes in the bottom. I would much rather take the slow and steady. It's like the saying of, this is getting really annoying. I thought they would stop, but they just keep going. But anyway, so so it's like the turtle and the hare, and we all know who wins that race. So that's basically what my thoughts were today. We're 12 minutes into this video or so, and from doing this practice today. And I think the solution is that analogy, that allegory of the turtle and the hare. So that's my thoughts, and that's what I'm going to bring myself back to thinking about. And yeah, just making sure that I stay the course. And comparison is a thief of joy, as I talked about in the previous video. And there's no reason for us to have to do that. It's just important. A lot of people, they're dependent on other people to hold them accountable, right? Also something that I talked about in this video. But I'm not dependent on that anymore. I'm holding myself accountable. Now, it does take a little bit more energy. I have to get a little bit more sleep so that I can have my mind fully awake and aware. And I don't forget to do certain things that I have to do. But there's nothing that stops me from building enough momentum to where I can even hold myself accountable and have a little bit of less sleep. So those are all my thoughts on this issue here and moving forward. I would love to interact with other people, and I can use all the help that I can get. So if you want to come along this journey with me and help me build a website, if you want to assist me in doing that, or if you want to build one for yourself, I would love to hear about the things that you guys are working on. Let me know in the comments down below, and until next time, I will see you guys soon. Peace.